Italian Americans are known for their roles and their part in Hollywood. However, not much is talked about when it comes to Italian Americans in sports. Before we begin, let's take a moment to enjoy some of the best scenes in some of the greatest movies ever created.
But now you come to me and you say, Don Corleone, give me justice. But you don't ask for respect. You don't offer friendship. You don't even think to call me Godfather.
What are you doing? I just said don't overcook it. You're overcooking it. Bring it over.
You want your steak?
Bring it over. Bring it over. It's like a piece of charcoal. Bring it over here.
You want your steak?
Yeah, right now.
Good. Here's your steak. Can't wait for this to be done.
No, I
Here.
can't wait.
Who's you? What do you mean funny? Funny how? How am I funny?
Not just... You know how you tell a story. What?
No, I don't know. You said it. How do I know? You said I'm funny. How the f am I funny? What the f is so funny about me? Tell me. Tell me what's funny. Everything that guy just says bullshit.
Sonny was right. The working man is a sucker, Dad. He's a sucker.
He's wrong. It don't take much strength to pull a trigger, but try and get up every morning, day after day, and work for a living. Let's see him try that. Then we'll see who's the real tough guy. The working man is the tough guy. Your father's the tough guy.
I saw that the dealer was weak, but he wasn't in on it. He just wasn't protecting his hand. He was lifting his whole card way too high. Now here's this guy reading the dealer's whole card and signaling his buddy at this table.
Like I mentioned before, Italian Americans aren't really talked about when it comes to sports. Now, here they are.
Our first Italian American goes by the name of Vinny Testaverde. This is a guy who played 21 seasons behind the center at QB in the NFL. He played for 7 different teams in his time there. Not many people have done that. Vinny Testaverde holds a couple of really good records, one of which being he's thrown a touchdown pass in 21 consecutive seasons. That's one for every season he played in. He's also the oldest QB to win a game at 44, and he's thrown a touchdown pass to 70 different players. Now, he does have a bad record, 123 career losses as a starting QB. That's the most, but that's expected to come with a QB who's played 21 seasons. One of Vinny Testaverde's most remembered games, known as the Monday Night Miracle, featured him against the Miami Dolphins. A comeback from 30-7. As you can see here, not many people would believe in him, but Vinny Testaverde used his Italian-American perseverance to come back, throwing 5 touchdown passes to bring the Jets back and win an overtime thriller.
Jets only one win in their history, which began in 1960, in which they trailed by 20 or more points. Here's Vinny going to the end zone. Can he make the catch? Yeah!
With 47 seconds left, Vinny Testaverde activated his clutchness and threw a pass not to a wide receiver, but to an offensive lineman, Jumbo Elliott, to send the Jets into overtime. After his defense stepped up with a big interception, Vinny Testaverde got his team into scoring position to put away the game and win the Monday Night Miracle.
Pick away.
But it wasn't always sunshine and roses for Vinny. In this 1999 season opener versus the Patriots, he injured himself on a non-contact play. He had ruptured his Achilles, meaning he was going to be out for the season, and the Jets did not have a quarterback to go to. So, who was Vinny going to be replaced by? Well, just like Jets being Jets, they put in their punter, Tom Tupa. Tupa was originally a quarterback for the Phoenix Cardinals. He was drafted in 1988, but a couple years into his NFL career, he was converted into a punter, so he played a sort of QB punter hybrid. But his quarterback skills would be questioned when he came into the game for the Jets.
Has time, throws for the end zone, has a man, touchdown!
Tom was putting on an absolute show. Throwing touchdowns, making plays, using his feet, being the quintessential Italian American, never giving up with those punter shoes on. Look at those things. They're beautiful. And it just kept going. He was making plays, making passes, making the Patriots confused. Like, what the hell's going on? How are the Jets actually still in the game? It was his Italian-American spirit that never, ever failed.
I think it was a risk keeping Tom Tupa in there. 5 wide receivers again. Keyshawn Johnson again. He's got it. He has running room. Lawyer Malloy trying to close the distance and pushes him out of bounds. Tupa over the middle. Touchdown.
The Jets just needed a 2-point conversion, and nobody knew 2-point conversions better than 2-point Tupa. In '94, in the first game of the season with the Browns, he scored the NFL's first ever 2-point conversion, earning him the nickname 2-point Tupa. Now, according to the NFL rules in '99, the Jets were allowed to bring in their actual backup quarterback in the fourth quarter without losing Tupa. So in they brought him, and out they brought the magic. Meyer wasn't doing so good, so they had to bring Tupa back in some way, right? And they did with the fake field goal, and they tried to pick up the yards, but they didn't get it, unfortunately. Well, what are you going to do? The guy's not made of magic, is he? Luckily, the defense came to play, and with a mistake from the Patriots QB, the Jets were back in the driver's seat. But the Jets still had Rick Meyer under center, and he unfortunately threw a pick, which caused the Patriots to march down the field and win the game off an Adam Vinatieri field goal. Well, the Jets had to learn their lesson the hard way. Never take out a punter who's thrown 2 touchdowns for 156 yards.
And it's good.
Our next Italian-American fighter, athlete, great guy, Rocky Marciano. He was born in Brockton, Massachusetts, which, not the most conventional place for an Italian-American to come out of, but we'll let it slide. In his career, Marciano was undefeated, winning 49 fights, 43 of which were knockouts.
He had the endurance to go 20 rounds. He could knock you out in the 20th round.
He always did this with his wrist. He said, what are you doing? He's exercising the wrist. And then he'd look up at the heaven. He says, Nitch, I'm gonna be champ someday. I'm gonna be champ of the world.
Marciano won his first heavyweight title, facing Jersey Joe Walcott and beating him. After that, he defended that title 6 times. In 5 of his 6 title wins, Marciano knocked out his opponent before the 5th round, making him one of the greatest boxers to ever live. Unfortunately, at the age of 45, Marciano was involved in a plane crash and died. However, his legacy still lives on today in the boxers of today, as one of the most prominent boxers, Floyd Mayweather, after his win against Conor McGregor, quoted Marciano and referenced him as one of the great legends to ever live. Marciano was included in the video because of his perseverance and true Italian-American spirit, never giving up, training hard, and coming into every fight with a winning mentality. Our next Italian-American, another boxer, his name is Vinnie Paz. He was born in Cranston, Rhode Island in 1962 and fought in 60 total fights in his professional career, winning 50 of them, losing 10, and of his 50 wins, he won 30 by knockout. While posting a very good record, Paz, while very talented, wasn't as talented in the ring as Marciano, but was more talented on the mic. His skill on the mic was something like no one has ever seen. In the early 90s, Vinny was involved in a serious car accident. He had broken his neck, and doctors had told him he would never fight again. Paz did not care what they said though, and using his true Italian-American spirit and his never giving up attitude and his willingness to fight and win, Paz went against the doctor's orders and trained in the months after his injury. In the same year, Paz won an IBO World Super Middleweight title in Colorado versus Canadian Dan Sherry by knockout. Here are some of Vinny's best moments.
Vinny, how's it feel, Vinny? How's it feel? Like $1 million.
I feel like I should be doing Gatorade commercials. I feel like I should be in a box of Wheaties.
And Vinny Paz is the junior middleweight champion of the world.
I'm afraid of two things, Conan.
And they are?
Fire and marriage.
I don't fear fire.
I mean, I feel great. I just won a world championship again. Third time. 2 years after I broke my neck. It's a proud moment for me, my friends, and my family. That's why I'm going easy on you, mashing my name up, because I feel, you know, you got a big chin, I got a big nose.
Right.
So I got a little
With a Gabon running. Now, what are the odds on the fight? What did the Las Vegas book guys say?
I'm favored.
Favored. How much?
Right about 2 to 1.
2 to 1.
You know, I mean, I had screws in my skull, I had a broken neck. I wouldn't let that stop me. There's no way I'm going to let a Panamanian legend on Geritol stop me.
Now, when you go through the medal... There you go.
This is going to be Drago versus Rocky.
This is I Must Break You?
This dude, I went to Canada to a press conference with him. I went, hey, Eric, how you doing? I must break you. That's all he said to me. The dude's got no personality. It's all he does is train, high tech. He's got nutritionists, therapists, conditioners, sparring partners, coaches. I got a sex therapist who's sitting over there. That's about it.
That's a pretty tough fighter.
He's awesome. Yeah, I love him as a warrior, you know. And before the fight, I was like, man, he shows up, he's cute, he's nice. I said, come on, Glenn, say something to piss me off. But he
couldn't get you mad, huh?
Couldn't get me mad. He's a great fighter. So I had to have 4 cappuccinos and no sex, and that's the only thing that could get me mean. He's gonna wait till I get old and something different's gonna happen. I could fight this kid when I'm 55 with a toupee that has dandruff in it and like dentures in my mouth, and I'll still knock his ass out.
I am so glad I'm on Vinny's good side.
With all that jazz, Vinnie Paz!
I will say this, you look pretty good. You never looked better.
Let me tell you something. The more black eyes I get, the more chicks I pick up.
You're going to be a busy man tonight, won't you then?
That was great! Your mother!
Our next Italian-American was born in 1968 in Norristown, Pennsylvania. He was a catcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers, but more importantly, for the New York Mets. He was destined to lead them to the World Series. His name is Mike Piazza. He has countless awards such as Silver Sluggers, batting averages, and home run titles that you can't deny makes him the best offensive catcher of all time. Although many say he started as a Dodger, so maybe he should go into the Hall of Fame as one, we show you this: the Mets are better than the Dodgers.
Full of runs scored. And that ball is absolutely scorched to left. 3-run shot. And the Mets have blown it open.
Throughout his career, he obtained many records, such as 427 career home runs, the most all-time by any catcher. He maintained a .308 career batting average, appeared in 12 All-Stars, and had 10 Silver Slugger awards. In 8 consecutive seasons, he had 30 home runs, and in 9 consecutive seasons, had a .300 batting average, just showing what a monster he was offensively as a catcher. In 2016, he became the first Italian-American to be a Met in the Baseball Hall of Fame, one of 2 Mets all-time to be in the Hall of Fame, showing his Italian-American perseverance and just how great Italian-Americans can be altogether. One of his most famous moments was this home run after the 9/11 attacks, raising the spirits of New Yorkers and Americans everywhere.
Lopez wants it away. And it's hit deep to left center. Andrew Jones on the run. This one has a chance. Home run! Mike Piazza, and the Mets lead 3-2.
Mike Piazza was able to ruffle the skins of a couple of players as well. During this game in 2000, he hit a home run off of Roger Clemens. A clean, not dirty home run. No need for revenge. But the dirty Yankee that he is, he came back for him just a few months later in a rematch between the Mets and the Yankees. As you can see here, Mike Piazza coming up to bat, not too far in on the plate, boom, he hits him right at the head. That's not a slip, ladies and gentlemen. I know a slip when I see one. He threw it at his head to get revenge for the hit that Piazza had on him.
Might have gotten him in the helmet, and the trainer Fred Hina is out, and Piazza having trouble opening his eyes.
He had him wide open at first, Gary, but then he closed them. I'm not exactly sure where it got him.
And Roger Clemens looking very upset, standing hands on knees in front of the mound. And Piazza has his eyes closed, trying to flutter them open as he draws attention from both trainers, Fred Hina and Scott Lawrence, and Roger Clemens looks at...
In the finale of this trilogy, Mike Piazza in the World Series goes for a hit and his bat breaks. As you can see, Roger Clemens here throws the bat at Mike Piazza, deliberately trying to hurt him in an act that can only result in suspension, ejection, something. But Clemens gets off because he's a Yankee, and the Yankees always get it easy. Not like the Mets, not like the Italian Americans. Always got to work for what they get, like Mike Piazza.
Piazza has every right to be upset. Wow.
What we hope you learned from our little video here is that, you know, that Italian Americans were resilient, we're fighters, we'll beat you, we're not cheaters, and we're just all around good people. You can't beat us, you may as well join us. Go out, you get a gold chain, you get a nice wife beater, you get pasta stains on your shirt, it's all right, because we're Italians and we do everything. We do sports, we do movies, we do food, as we said. So you can't beat us, join us.
Like my good friend Matt said, Italian Americans are truly the greatest breed of people ever to walk this earth. And let me show you our work ethic and shed some light on the great Italian American athletes of the 20th and 21st century. Immigrants who came over from Italy, from the old country, to achieve a dream, and every single one of them did in some way or another. These are just the most popular stories. Thank you all for watching.